Hi, Ben from the North American Guitar, and we are at NAMM. We're in Hall E, which is the acoustic hall, really, and we're with my very good friend, Mr. James Cook from Bourgeois Guitars.
Okay. Well, what Dana wanted to do this year was showcase the different variations that he does on the classic L00 model.
Yeah.
For a few years now, we've been producing the LDBO model, which is kind of Dana's take on it. And it came out with, we started with a 14 fret version, and a lot of people requested that we make a 12 fret version.
And we actually had a mirror of this guitar in the showroom a while ago.
It's a great guitar.
Great guitar.
But this year we've released the 13 fret version of the guitar, and Dana's idea was to showcase many of the different woods and some of the different option packages that you can get on an LDBO. So we have a mahogany, a maple, and a Koa version, as well as a sunburst, a natural, and a black. The guitar is also available with a mahogany top that's very popular.
Beautiful.
Just a blues machine. Very, very great blues guitar. Also great just for strumming, hanging out in the living room. But it's really been cool to play around the different variations on one body. And it's pretty amazing to me, even as a builder, the difference in the tone from one to the next by changing, even without changing the scale length, just adjusting the guitar a little bit. Dana's decided to include a bunch of features that are really popular with players. One is satin nitro finish.
I'm hearing that a lot of the NAMM.
Very thin, very lightweight, responsive finish. He's also included an LR Baggs Lyric pickup system in here.
Great.
Some players like to plug in, some players don't like to plug in. Some people like to just have that in their back pocket in case they do want to plug it in at some point. And this is designed so that you would never know it had a pickup unless I told you. There's a volume control in the sound hole, but it's tucked away.
It really
and
is, isn't it?
Still retains Dana's classic look, that vintage-inspired look. But it has the power to be plugged in, and it sounds phenomenal.
He's been working. Cheeky play of it, and it really does sound phenomenal. It's a singer-songwriter's dream.
I don't want to be talking out of school, but I believe you have one of these coming to the store very soon as well.
I believe we do have one of these coming to the store.
This was the Engelmann spruce.
The Engelmann
spruce. There was a period in Martin's history when they did not produce long-scale triplo guitars, and Dana and a few very intent fans got with Martin and kind of redesigned to relaunch what's called the orchestra model. And at the time, a very talented guitarist by the name of Eric Schoenberg and Dana co-developed this model with a cutaway. So it was the first OM cutaway model, and the first few were produced by Martin, but now Dana's been making them for 30-something years.
Wow.
It's designed so it looks like water or liquid has just been poured onto the guitar. No sharp edges, very clean. And the complexity of the sound it's like a fine wine.
Wow.
You know, it's not just a one-trick pony. It kind of can do it all.
Right. Is this something you just started doing, the Age-Tone Sitka?
Just last year we started using the Age-Tone Sitka, and I've found that it has been a fantastic soundboard. A very loud guitar, right out of the box. Extremely responsive and balanced sound. It brings Sitka and Adirondack have often been compared over the years because of their various qualities. One of the biggest drawbacks to Adirondack spruce is it has a much longer break-in period.
Right,
everyone loves the sound of it when it's new, and everybody really loves the sound of it when it's old, but it takes a lot of playing and a long time to get there. The age tone process actually increases fast forwards the aging. But with the Sitka, I've found that they actually come out more similar than different. Whereas a piece of natural, like kiln-dried Sitka versus kiln-dried Adirondack, you may have a drastically different tonal. This is the large sound hole orchestra model guitar. There's a great deal of similarities. As I said, this one has a sunburst finish and a different back and side woods. We've done this guitar in a number of different woods, from mahogany to Brazilian rosewood. We've found that by expanding the aperture on the guitar, specifically on the OM, you really change the dynamic response. I gotta say, this is one of my very favorites. The ability to change from one style to another without changing guitars. It's a very comfortable body. Anyone who's ever played an orchestra model knows it's just a dream to play because it just fits to the body very well. And hearing is believing. The tone is really there. So you have the comfort and the tone. and the masterful craftsmanship.
I just want to say congratulations.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you very much.
And we are so proud to have Bourgeois Guitars in the showroom in London.
The feeling's mutual. We feel very lucky to have wonderful partners such as the North American Guitar.
This guy. So thank you very much for tuning in, and for more information on Bourgeois Guitars, then please do get in touch.